Welcome to 108 Gate. We'll be looking at the current energies. Not just the current. This feels like a very specific energy of just before and just after. So it's like something building up to a crescendo, and a realization, an acknowledgement of something, an event, and then so it's kind of like what happens to entice that to happen, to bring that to happen, then it happens, and then what's the aftermath? So is it that you're avoiding something because you're feeling a bit wary of the outcome? Are you a bit worried about the outcome? Are you not having faith and trust in the outcome is going to be exactly what needs to happen? Are you not able to see what you're actually wanting to happen? Sorry about nails. So she's here looking into the reflection of self. What is she actually seeing in that reflection? Is she seeing a realistic perspective of self, or is she seeing a misaligned version of self, a distorted version of self? Because that is not actually herself. Because you're also going to have the influence of what's on the surface of the water, what's underneath the water. Again, thinking of that Escher etching the one with the fish and the puddle. So you see the reflection of what's above the water, you see the surface of the water, and then you also see what's under the water. Again, so it's kind of like a different, it's like a cross section of like before, at the time, and then after. Then you also have what's actually happening before, what think is happening before, and then what could be happening, like all of the other elements that are kind of going into it. So it's a very complex, very complex energy, and very entangled, very very instrumental to understanding the complexity of something is not always straightforward. Therefore, instead of worrying about what the outcome's going to be, focusing on what's the correct outcome. And if you don't know what the correct outcome is, trusting and allowing for the correct outcome to occur, because we can't always stay stuck or still because of being afraid of what an outcome may be. So in this one, it feels like there's a preparation of something. Something's been, it's like I'm feeling as though it's the night before something's happening, the preparation, always ready, always on alert, but not quite sure what one is alerted to. It's like on guard. We've got opposite here. We've got water and fire. Well, not opposites, but we've got different elements. We've got the water and the fire, very, very prominent. Still, both of them are kind of crouched over, looking down. She's looking into the actual fire, or focused on the fire. She's focused on the water, reflecting on herself. This one feels less about reflecting on self and being alert and aware to the surroundings. So we're going to get a oracle card. Peace. We need more peace. Peace. Bring peace into the moment. The answers will come. Bring peace into the moment, and then you'll know exactly how to protect yourself. Health is coming in. Are you feeling a bit down in the dumps? Are you feeling a bit worse for wear? Are you feeling a bit, or should I say, a less jubilant, a less radiant version of yourself? Are you feeling a bit depleted, or have you been struggling with some energies of being depleted? So you got 3 of Swords. Wow, okay, that's a lot of swords. Essentially, you got 10 swords. You got 3 over here, and you got 7 here. So you got 10 swords coming from different directions. Some from the past, some from the present, some from the future. Who knows? More so with it's right here, right now in this energy. But where has it come from? Where has that conflict been coming from? Is it from indecision? Is it from not being decisive to look after yourself? Is it from not being decisive to protect yourself? Not knowing how to protect yourself? On some level, not knowing you even had to protect yourself. Have you been duped by some people and they kind of led you to believe, led you to think that I've got your back, and it's like, actually, you're the one I need to watch at my back. You're the one I need protection from. So come away from my back and come forward. Interesting. King of coins and the justice. In acknowledging, it's going to be a difficult task for some, because it is going to be realizations of those who you may have invested so much time and energy and into the friendships, into the whole dynamic of a relationship, not knowing exactly how bad they were for you. I don't want to say that, but that's the word I'm going to have to say, because that's what's coming up. So in that, you're going to empower yourself. You see them for who they are. You feel who they are in truth, and therefore you can kind of disentangle yourself. But it's not going to go without some sense of grief. There may be grief of the realization of, like, I've just wasted all this time and energy on that person. More so, it may be more beneficial for you to be grateful for now, having realised, and then you can disentangle yourself from it. Do some energy alchemy work, do some energy work, do some Reiki, whatever you are able to do. Utilise your tools, utilise your ability to do that, utilise your reframing of your mind, utilise your abilities to pick yourself up from focusing there and focus somewhere else, and then let yourself be propelled in that direction. Utilise the power of your mind with peace to improve your health. Generally, it feels like it's not your own misdeeds or something that are pulling you down right now, or they just keep tugging on you or pulling you back, or you feel like you're not getting where you want to be going. It's you now just propelling yourself forward regardless. You may be scared to do that because you don't want to hurt someone's feelings. It may be that that person's feelings need to be a bit pricked and prodded for them to actually see how they're conducting themselves. Don't be scared of what needs to be done. Don't allow things to not be done because you're unwilling to kind of face the challenge. Having said that, be careful, be gentle. Don't do anything until you're sure, but I think if you just keep focused on the propelling forward for yourself, it's automatically going to start revealing itself what you've got to do. You're going to just be able to do it. Trust that the courage is there, trust the strength is there, and let it be. So for now, good luck, peeps. Peace and love.